And this one here was involved in a space catastrophe. It's from a conflict.
It's like it's mostly...
So from day 2 in Kiev, I'm on the Kiev metro now. Very, very beautiful metro station actually. And it's one of the deepest metros in the world. In fact, it is the deepest metro in the world. Very, very deep. It takes about 5 minutes to get down sometimes. So I'm in the central square now of Kiev. Been to this city like 15 times, I'd say, but I'm pretty bad with names and places. Good with directions, like you can drop me anywhere in the city, I'll just know automatically where to go. But in terms of names, directions and kind of history, not so good. But yeah, I've been here quite a few times. Sat up on the top of this hotel before with my parents actually, having a cocktail, looking out over the square. So yeah, you could say this is probably apart from obviously Maidan Square, which is just down here. This is probably the second most popular square in Kiev. Ukraine's still under quite strict martial law, which is why, for example, some metro stations don't open. So if they're kind of not essential, then they're closed. I mean, walking about the street, even as a kind of semi-tourist like I am now, it's I feel pretty safe. But yeah, there's a kind of atmosphere that shouldn't be going too kind of crazy. It's still the curfew, nightly curfew, this kind of stuff. As you can see, a lot of the statues, it's a shame I can't show you these statues because they're quite beautiful. They're all boarded up, sandbagged up, totally fortified. Obviously it's the same as the one down there I showed you yesterday. They're national treasures, so yeah, they don't want anything or anybody kind of getting anywhere near them. There's even like trees inside growing, or plants. It's been a good 6 months, at least 6 months since it's been boarded up. So yeah, another little reminder that things aren't normal in the city. Sign up here saying Mariupol. The city got absolutely destroyed the first few weeks of the war. Shame, because I've heard that they were just building this city up. They invested quite a lot into it. They had loads of nice parks, cycle tracks, lots of outdoor spaces. Thought it was just kind of getting back on its feet after 2014, and to be now totally destroyed. Yeah, it's hard to see how it can ever kind of come back to how it was after what happened in February, March, unfortunately. Something I like about Kiev, which is also kind of there with London as well, you get quite a lot in London too, is that even though it's a massive, massive city, it's like one of Europe's biggest cities, there's still so much like green space in between. Even though it's a massive city and no doubt it's quite polluted, there's always green spaces, always a breeze coming through. The districts are quite spread out. You've got a big river going in between with like little forests in between. So it's quite a clean city in terms of air quality. And I think, to be honest, it's quite hard to sum up the general atmosphere on the street, because Ukrainians are always quite straight-faced. So even in like pretty good times, they're still quite straight-faced. They still walk around kind of keeping themselves to themselves. So I can't really tell what the atmosphere is on the streets. I'd say a little bit miserable, quite serious, but then that is just what you see normally, especially in kind of the more eastern parts of Ukraine. So to be honest, yeah, it's very, very hard to weigh up the public kind of attitude, the public kind of atmosphere. So I just stumbled across this place walking down the street. And it's basically a bit of a museum. There was an uprising here about 100 years ago. I thought it might have been from this year, but it was from a long time ago. But yeah, it's all the history of what went on.
Вот площадь, макет той площади старой. Это 1915-1910 год где-то. Вот мы с вами вот тоже вот здесь находимся, вот в этом здании.
Окей.
Вот площадь, вот памятник, вот тут метро, ну, оно позже, конечно. Вот этот завод «Арсенал».
Ого. А что они там производили?
Завод «Арсенал» это сначала производил такие пушки. Это 1700. Это 1764 год. Завод основан в 1764 году. Пушки вот такие, все для вот это седло, для привозки той пушки, которая стоит как памятник. Сюда ствол, ложились на два колеса. И раньше не было машин, все ездило на вазах. Вот такие вот вазы делали.
Понятно. Ну, сейчас понятно, почему метростанция называется Арсенал.
Завод «Арсенал».
Да.
Завод «Арсенал».
Я всегда
на
думал.
заводе «Арсенал» работало 35 тысяч человек.
Просто я из Англии, и у нас клуб Арсенал. Я думал, что просто тут много болельщиков Арсенала, вот и поэтому называется.
Нет.
Да, ну, прикольно.
Делали такие, делали вот это колесо сделано полностью с дерева. Тут вообще нет металлического.
Ого. Да, в Советском Союзе.
Во Второй мировой, ну не только в Советском Союзе. Ну, делали мы для Советского Союза, ну делали.
Да.
Вот.
Ого.
То, что международное, во время Второй мировой войны участвовала Англия, участвовала Франция. И вот была такая эскадрилья летчиков Нормандия-Неман, французская и советская участвовали. Вот наш работник завода «Арсенал» был в этой международной вот этой эскадрилье, был главным механиком. Он награжден орденом почетного легиона Франции. Это 1900-е годы войны, это 30-е, 40-е годы 20 века. Это Вторая мировая война. И дальше уже это после войны, когда завод «Арсенал» начал выпускать, после того, как он закончил выпускать такое оружие, он начал выпускать фотоаппараты «KYIV».
Да. Вот такой контраст между оружием.
Но мы начали делать оптику. Поэтому все в космос попал Первый Советский Союз, и вот все фотоаппараты, все съемки, которые делались с космоса, делались только фотоаппаратами, которые выпускались в Киеве на заводе «Арсенал».
Ого.
Было в Советском Союзе было 7 заводов фото.
Да.
Но для космоса работал только вот завод «Арсенал». Это был засекреченный завод раньше.
Ого.
Вот известные космонавты, вот Юрий Гагарин были на заводе, вот Валентина Терешкова, там Леонов. Фотоаппараты, 2 из них были в космосе.
Ого, серьезно?
Да, вот этот фотоаппарат, первый летчик-космонавт, погиб. Опускался космический аппарат уже на Землю, уже после полета, и не сработала система торможения, и сгорела. И на месте катастрофы нашли фотоаппарат, вот они одинаковые, все 3 штуки. Просто один открыт, а этот обгорел, металл, пластик обгорел, а оптика, стекло
все, что
осталось целое. Вот это все, что осталось, но оптика осталась целой.
А именно он был в космосе?
Этот сгорел, да, опустился на месте катастрофы, нашли труп космонавта, обгорели, и вот.
Ого. This guy said that this 2 of these cameras have been up in space, and this one here was involved in a space catastrophe in which the astronaut died, and this is all what's left. So this is identical to this one. Just this one's had all the plastic burnt off, and this is just basically all what's left. Very, very cool museum. It's about the Arsenalna factory, and it's all different times, so World War II, Soviet Union, space. They started making cameras after. They made weapons before. That's why it's called Arsenalna, so arsenal. But the revolution, and well, very cool place. And you never noticed this place. I just asked the security guard, what's with the holes in the wall? And he said, oh, it's from the revolution. Yeah, very, very cool place.
Расческу. То есть,
Oh.
как сбили, а потом на сувениры сделали. Ну,
Да,
так
да.
модно было.
Oh, very interesting. So he said that because of these certain rockets which this factory helped to make, the Americans couldn't beat the Vietnamese. So he said, and the Vietnamese gave them these kind of souvenirs, these trophies to say thank you, made out of, I think, shot down rockets and things. Well, yeah, very, very interesting. Pretty hidden museum about this factory over the last 300 years, all the things they've made.
Часть, это секретная часть. Вот это впервые, ну, один из первых, самый дальний, когда была на Северном полюсе экспедиция. И там снимали, она была международная, снимали, ни один фотоаппарат не смог сфотографировать, только фотоаппарат Киев. Все остальные замерзали, температура была очень большая температура. И вот они, экспедиция разобрали на запчасти, нам оставили заднюю крышечку, то есть этот фотоаппарат, вот там тоже с автографами там нацарапано, этот фотоаппарат смог снять при мерзлоте на Северном полюсе.
Whoa. So this has been to the North Pole, this camera. You can see here, this is the official kind of certificate. And these guys here took it to the North Pole, and this guy said that they had quite a few different cameras, but the only cameras which could withstand the temperature was the KYIV made ones.
Это тоже фотоаппараты, те, которые делались заводился. Стадион хоть все-таки остался стадионом, вы его можете за зданием увидеть. Там хороший стадион, но никак не могут его доделать, но во всяком случае он остался.
So the stadium's still here. They said it's all changed. It used to be industrial. A lot of these buildings are knocked down, have been knocked down now, and it's all making way for like luxurious flats and restaurants and things. Очень интересно, особенно для нас, потому что мы так далеко от всего этого. И...
Молодежь заходит, потому что есть люди, которые интересуются, это интересно. Все.
Oh, very interesting tour. Very friendly guy as well. That's what I love about Ukrainians. In England, it's kind of all by the book, so you need to, like, if it's a free museum, it's a free museum. If it's a paid museum, it's a paid museum. And in Ukraine, you have these kind of places where, kind of like, you just get talking to the security guard. You're just there watching out, ask a couple of questions, and they're more than happy just to show you about and show you what's inside. And it's like not official, of course, but this is interesting. So we were saying, like, this is the old, all around here is the old Arsenalnia factory, and you were saying it's all kind of luxurious upmarket restaurants now. And as we can see, this is like somewhere in London. And yeah, it's a very, very big contrast to how it was, this whole district. Even up to the fall of the Soviet Union, like 30 years ago, it was all, you can see there, the industrial part of it, right in the middle of the centre. Like, big factory in the absolute middle of a huge European city centre. And of course, now it's all upmarket. And I think it's pretty cool though, I quite like how they've kept the buildings. Of course, it's not going to work in 2021, having a massive factory in the middle of a city, but a bit like Leeds, you see in Leeds places where there's like the industrial buildings are turned into like culture, like restaurants and things. And to be honest, for me now, it's very, very difficult to even conceive in my head that we're in a war zone right now, and it's very difficult for me to conceive like what was going on here just a few months ago. It's crazy. I mean, the weather as well, like this is just like we're in Leeds or somewhere, or Manchester, I don't know, like industrial but very modern at the same time. Very cool place. This is the building, by the way. This is how I got talking to the security guard who gave me the tour. I looked at this building, I saw these bullet holes, and I said to him, "Is this from like this year's conflict?" And he said, "No, it's from a conflict a long time ago. I forgot the actual conflict." He said something to do with the Bolsheviks. It's, I think in the 1920s, and that's when he kind of clocked on that I was interested and gave me a tour. On a scooter between pubs. А что там, Антон? Что так медленно? Riding one-handed. Oh, here he is. Andrei. Aquí Anton. Where's Anton? Oh, he's behind us. Что там, Андрей? It's good fun. Oh. Where are you going? Down? Down here? Oh shit. Maybe too many beers. Where are we going, guys? I don't have a clue where we're going. Oh shit, it's hit. Oh, I got a wet trainer now. Soaking trainer hit a puddle. Oh, on the main road now. Don't have a clue where we're going. All I can say is in the wise words of Alexander Usyk, we go, we very go. Oh, we've arrived. Where to now? Where to now, guys?
Huh?
Where to?
What are you asking, man?
Where to? Куда?
I don't know. We
Сейчас.
just ride into some place.
Ah.
Join us.
Like with Anton and Andrei.
Okay.
Ну что, final destination?
Yeah.
Need to somehow get this thing packed up so I'm not being charged like thousands of grivnas.
900.
900 grivna?
Yeah.
Like straf?
No.
Ah.
Less than 50.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
А чтобы вот так, да, примерно?
I think the same.
We've read about how many kilometers would you say it was?
Maybe 4 or 5.
4 or 5 kilometers?
Yeah.
Let's see how much it cost.
Two 2.3 kilometers.
So, мои поездки... Oh, 48 гривна.
48.
Exactly a pound, guys. 4 kilometers, exactly a pound. Can't go wrong. Better than a taxi. And you often use the samokards, Andrei? You often use the scooters?
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, we survived the scooters. Finally got a couple of small beers, but we got a place here. So many different types of beer. Must be like hundreds of beers, and they've got TV screens with them. So that's why we're taking it. Well, I say taking a steady. We're having smaller beers, but we're having like 2. Although Anton's still waiting for his gin tonic. You ordered.
Gin tonic, of course.
Yeah. Why did you order a gin tonic in such a beer bar?
Because I like gin tonic and I'm not really fond of beer.
Oh,
This is prosciutto and beef jerky, kind of.
oh, beef jerky and prosciutto. Yeah. What beer do you have there, Andrei?
It's milk stout with pistachio
Wow.
flavor.
How is it?
I would say it's hard. It's mostly close to Betis, but it's very interesting.
That's what I'd say. Yeah, I tried a bit. It's got a very kind of like smooth Baileys taste to it.
Yeah,
Do you mind if my viewers try some?
yeah.
Yeah, very cool place. Yeah, cool. And generally, Andrei, what do you think of the quality of like places in Kiev? So generally, pubs, bars, restaurants.
Mostly more higher
Yeah.
than just like in Eastern Europe, even just like in West Europe. So so like the mixture of different like proposals,
Yeah.
like menu, cuisine, like flavors, and we have also like the both import and like local beverages.
And even now, in kind of the situation is there's still lots of imports coming in. Can imports?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they like continue importing, but actually local beverages like for the small production they like continue working.
Yeah.
Even just like from the western part.
Yep.
So they didn't have some influence.
Yeah.
Wow. And actually, as Guy said before, so from the Kharkiv,
Yep.
so they still continue their production.
Yeah, it's we've got a beer here, guys. It's from what's the name of the city? Like Volchansk. Volchansk.
Yeah.
We've got a beer here. It's a very special beer, guys. It's actually the first beer up here. It's Red Cat King. District now, because the place where it's made, it's Volchansk, and Volchansk has been under occupation for the last 6 months, and only in the last few days has this city, which makes this beer, been kind of liberated. So that means, good for the city. Hopefully the product can get going again. The supply chain can get back to normal. So yeah, it's crazy how you can be in a place, really high-end craft bar, and some of the beer here is literally made in town's in very, very bad conditions at the moment. Even after liberation, it's going to be tough for a while. Yeah, it's still kind of getting back to normal. And yeah, it's fair play to them. Very good beer as well. Red card. If you're in Kharkiv, give it a go. Very good. So we're trying to get home now before the curfew. We've had a few. Идем. We've got about 40 minutes till the curfew. We're trying to get back before then. Our beloved Ataba. It's the most famous shop in Ukraine, Ataba. So the taxi's going home. I don't know what would happen if you block curfew, do you think, in Kiev?
Actually, I don't know.
What do you imagine would happen?
Maybe they will kill you.
They'll kill you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Like shoot you down? Shoot you dead?
Maybe yes, maybe no. Who knows?
Certainly setting my mind at rest while being a bit drunk and hopefully making the curfew. But maybe not, we'll see. Watching. I'm back now before curfew, due to a bit of good luck.